Hi guys, and welcome back to episode 8 of the Raid series. In the previous episode, we did a bit of a redemption on trying to make some money. And in this episode, we're going to go back to trying to put a bit of focus on getting some tasks done. So, without further ado, let's crack straight into it. Alright, so we have been stuck on this Loadout task from Therapist for a little bit, and I really want to get the progression done on that task. So the strategy going into this is we either find lures, we either find stuff to get car med kits or car med kits, and we also either get iskras, so we can move through on the Jaeger quest line for woods. So that's where I'm going to be trying to get, and we're going to probably do a combination of streets and reserve for that for probably the best food-ish loots in the game besides woods, but to go to woods we have to go to the FOB, and that's really sketchy. So let's just focus on streets and reserve today. So let's see what we have here. Now we did get a car extract on the previous one, so our fence rep is already at 1.26, which is huge. And we also do have some messages back from in here. So Prepper said that, hey, you've got some stuff you can grab. I don't know why he's giving us pineapple juice. That's a bit weird. And he's also given us a shotgun. So we'll just get that back for now. He even gives us a slayer to troll us. I think this is like every week he gives you an item, or every couple of days he gives you an item for playing for the first week. All right, so as for our loadout, we need a helmet. And contacts. Now, as for weeklies and dailies and all that kind of stuff, our tasks are not good. This MP18 is not going to be easy to find in raid. We can reset it for 9k, and I think we will. It has now given us kill 11 PMCs for an SVD and an AK. Look, hey, you never know. We might go on some sort of rampage during this one. This one is to survive interchange. Also, don't think we're going to get that done. I'm going to reset this one because I don't have any plans to get interchange in this raid. We could have gone interchange for the food, but instead we now have to go shoreline, which we could do for the signal task. Last but not least, we have to kill scavs using a Saiga shotgun. Also going to skip this one. And the main focus is just because I don't want to go into the Saiga. And this is to hand over a horse figurine, which we already have. So we're going to hand it over. Bam, 2300 XP. All right. So we are 600 XP away from 13 with a survive shoreline and kill 11 PMCs daily. We could go to shoreline and do this task. That's 6700 XP. That in combination with this one would actually give us a fair bit of XP. But let's stick to the plan, and we are going to go into streets. I'm going to take my AK, my beautiful AK. I might even take my new Salua, leave that one behind, and then we just need a heavy bleed med, which we don't own any, so I'm going to have to buy them. Therapist. All right, so like I said, the main focus is going to be getting food or a Salua. So let's get that done. There's our reward from Skier. And lastly, I forgot to bring in a little bit of cash. So I want to try and do car extracts when I can, so I always bring in 5k. If I lose 5k, I lose 5k. It's not the end of the world. All right, let's go. All right. We are in, and we're in a food store. Let's have a look at our FPS. Starting at 100. Now, we are located. So this is Pinewood Hotel. The sewer extract's over there, and then the broken house is that way. Construction and crane is over that way in the crash site. So we have to go to that way. Courtyard is located in that corner over there, and the car is on the far wall other side from here. Like always in Tarkov, it's raining. I actually kind of feel like we should head a little bit closer to our extract first before we do too much looting. I've been overwhelmed by scavs here. Oh, and dental's just across the road too. They have vendors for a lot. I don't think that's at me. Alright, so dental's just up here. I'm only going to check the medical stuff and get away from that filing cabinet because I just don't want to get cleaned up here. CMS. While other players are coming here to loot. It's getting more and more well known how much med spawns here, so people are learning the map more. There's one. There's one of our beautiful sliwers. The M4 across the street, but this is more contended, this building over here, so I think I might go to the supermarkets down here. Now, if I'm outside, I pretty much always run to try and be a hard target, but I'll walk when I'm inside. Scavs spawn here very regularly. Very regularly. Bolts, bolts, bolts. Boots, boots, boots. It's like a Friends episode, I think. Boots, boots, boots. Where, was it? Someone was dating a woman that was like advertising on a TV show, or she's like, boots, boots, boots. No, anyway. And then Train does book. A lot of grenades. That might be people trying to farm the new boss. I'm going to try and cross the street. Right, we'll check the top here for food that we need, and then down the bottom. That's the ammo that we're using at the moment. And this is the med spawn, so we want this one. We'll take this one. Yeah, we don't want HP. Here to Packard. Just eat the piece for now. There might be a jacket in here that we can loot. Yep. Kind of tempted to try and go for the car extract. There is the scav boss up. I'm confident of that now. There's been grenades going off and there's people on 50 kills, so it is definitely not wise for me to try and take that on. Leaving the Tods to drop it. Now, the reason why we shouldn't take on the scav boss is the fact that I don't even have a sight. Like a decent sight to like zoom in and try and take a shot at him. Like all the guys on the outside, they've got like, they're using 50 cals and grenade launchers and that, and you need to pick them off. I'm tempted to run back for the med crate. Just to have a look. Because we're already here. We'll go down the little path down here and see if we can get the med crate. Streets is popping off right now. A lot of gunfire. Alright, no Salua. I'm going to check the courtyard extract, which is this one here. Then I'm going to go check the car extract. Alright, courtyard is not up. You'll see green smoke there. I want to check inside here. Sometimes you get some good spawns. I don't know why it's raining inside this building. Alright, so now we're going to go up for the car extract. When I'm in the open, I just kind of want to keep moving quickly so then people won't be able to take a shot at you as easily. Even if that means full stamina runs. The sniper scouts can't spawn on top of the theatre. This rain is so loud. Double tapping O to see someone's used the car already. Someone already has, so okay. So we're going to have to go around the back of this. Alright, so I haven't explored here too much. I know the buildings a little bit. So you can actually open up these buildings. We might as well have a look around on the way to the crash site. just drink that now. Iskra we need. That Iskra can actually be handy to us. That gets us the second one we need to go to woods. Sawn off, which goes in the pistol slot. I'm literally just grabbing everything I can because we're gonna leave. Like I'm pretty much heading straight to the extract after this, but so extract at the end of that street there. The crash site. Cool, and this is crash site extract. All right, so I kind of got away from all the busy areas. The factory area that we went through, we didn't really go in much, but if we stood around there a little bit longer, we probably would have ran into a player there. The scav force was definitely up, so there was definitely people fighting there. So pretty much the way we did, we spawned in, went through Dental, which is very contested, ran straight across towards the factory zone, over past the theater, and then I was trying to use Courtyard or Car Extract, but we had to use the crash site. So just kind of staying around the edge of the map that's not as busy as like the more high loot areas, but when we're at this stage, we kind of just need to get some stuff done, and we needed a couple of wins under our belt. So a couple of big things we acquired, which was we got got an Iskra, so now we can barter trade a syringe. So we have 2 Iskras to go into woods, and we also got 1 Salua. So on top of that, we got level 13. So 2 more levels to the flea market. Once flea market opens up, you'll see us zooming. So I think what we'll do from here now though, is we will go to woods. We'll go into woods and we'll try and place down these 2 Iskras and the 2 bottles of water. If we can get that done, it's pretty much one run of interchange. Sorry, 1 run of shoreline, and I think we'll be 15. So. And you may ask, why is 15 so important? It's the flea market we're going for. Once you get the flea market, you can buy stuff off there, and it can really help your progression. So there's the Salua handed over. Need 1 more for that. Our next task we're going to focus on is this one, which is dropping off the stuff inside the bunker. So we need to drop off a Iskra and a water in each bunker, and we get 4,700 XP. Whilst we're there, if we do get the opportunity, we can go to the USEC camp and get another 2,800 XP. Means we get about 10,000 XP for this run if we survive, and we need 22k in total. So let's sort this real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you need 5 of each of the cigarettes besides the Apollos. Just gonna chuck all this stuff in here for now. There's the cash. Now, for meds, so we're going to take water. How much room do we have in there? Ooh, it's getting full. This screw goes there. All right, so we have to clean up the stash a little bit so we can fit stuff in. That needs to be sold. That needs to be sold. That needs to be sold. Sprouts and condensed milk can be sold. It's a bit of money. So what you can do is these rigs here, specifically the Zooks, are really good for it. Are really good for storing stuff. So we can put all these in here. Because the cost or the room it takes up is not that bad. So we put that there and now we have enough room. We got some storage room. We also need to do a barter trade here for another Iskra. Now those Iskras are going to be the annoying part if we die, so we're going to hold on to those two there and then we'll have the 2 borders there. It does mean we have to take all our meds ourselves, but that's why it's Tarkov. You got to do a bit of risk for a bit of reward, you know. We'll sell that the double barrel there. I'm going to sell those MP5s. I'm not going to use them. I'm not going to use them. For now, we'll put the water down there. Lamp can go in there. They could be sold. We'll use that when we get in there. It sucks that it's raining so much. I hope maybe Nafa would have turned down the audio for you so you guys can actually hear me talk, but it is loud in there. All right, so waters, Iskras, that's for our quest. For Thrifty, we've got search mission if we really want to, which is to pick up we don't have to pick up anything, we just have to go to 2 spots. So woods is also really good for finding saloons. So the problem is it's just a very contested, punishing map. We'll take a bit of cash in there in case we go to the car extract, but this is going to be our loadout. I wouldn't mind taking a splint if I've got one. There's this one. All right. So hoods, daytime, everything's insured. Let's go. All right. All right. All right. This is near one of the bunkers, which is good. It's good to get one of them done straight away. So it's got to run to the other side of this. We've spawned kind of in the middle of like the other side. I don't know the name of it. Like this is Ruef over there. I don't know what the name of that one is there. Kind of like plopped us down middle-ish. Bunker should be just here somewhere. There. Now the green smoke means that you can extract here if you spawned on the other side of the map, but not this side. Look how dark it is in here. Now when you place down an item, if you do any sort of movement, if you have like a gamepad like plugged in and it does some sort of weird movement, like this is all the movement you're allowed to do, it will cancel it. So sometimes people go like, oh, it doesn't let me like properly plant. That's usually why. Also, if you plant something, you want to plant something else, the second item, and it's not bringing it up, just double tap tab. It kind of just like resets the fact that you can play something. So take note of that. Also, some people have been complaining about like how I look or something, or like maybe looking tired and stuff. I'm all good. I'm getting plenty of sleep. It's just, I'm just in like groundhog mode where I'm just doing everything in a loop, you know? So it's not like I'm in agony pain or in distress. I'm good, guys. Probably should get out of here pretty quickly. There'll be a lot of people actually trying to just get in to do their own missions. I don't know if I just heard someone there. as I said. Someone doing their own mission. Well, we've got one of our 11 PMCs dead. I heard bushes up top, so I'm just waiting to see if someone comes down. Probably going to be someone up there, either a scav or a player. Just sprint, jump, and get away. Alright, we need to get to the other side of the map. If we want to do the search mission task, it's literally on the opposite side of the map. And if we want to get to place down our other items, it's also on the other side of the map. So this is a big... So people get lost on woods all the time. The best way to learn your way around woods is you're going to need to find the main features of woods, like the landmarks of woods. There's a big sniper rock in the middle. That should be a pretty easy thing to identify as the middle of the map. That's the dead center of the map. There's a big like lake. That's like one side of the map. And then if you see, it's going to be a little bit hard for me to show you, but there's another like mountain in the distance that you can't get to. That's like your north point. So there's a village over this way. One side of the extracts are on this side of the map, and then using the reference point to the middle, following the lake around that way, there's more extracts on that side called the outskirts and that. Car is in the village. So this is the mountain in the distance I was talking about. That's your north point. So that's kind of like, if you see that in the distance, you know like kind of what way that is. And then you can work it all out from there. Now we're late enough in the raid that hopefully going over to this other side shouldn't be as contested. If you spawn over near the USEC camp, you either need to get there straight away, loot and scoot, or you need to be late. And we're planning to be late, so probably want to be another like 5 or so minutes before we get there, so we don't have to rush. We can just take our time walking. But yeah, it's a very, very, very contested spot. It's got med spawns, food spawns, which is very, very high demand early on because people obviously want their iskras and Amelia croutons and beef tishonka, which we've got already done. And then they want their saluas and stuff. There's also like, it's an item called a Ledex. It's like one of the more valuable barter trade items in the game, if not the most valuable, and they're spawned there as well. So if we were to head straight towards that right now, that would head us towards the sunken village, which isn't, you know, the worst place to go where we need to go. We could actually go via that way. It would probably take us around a little bit longer. Sorry, I don't know what's going on with my nose. I got like some itchiness. I got a nose hair itching, tickling me. I also feel like this is a very good time for me to shout out to the wives and partners that sit in the background listening to me talking all day, every day, 5 days a week. Hello. Thank you for sharing your boyfriend, husband, wife, girlfriend with me. We're on a journey together. You just don't understand. Now we need to, if you can learn this map well, you won't die very much because you know how to avoid a lot of fights. Like, you can just run through all these trees, know what path you got to take. Even if you do see someone, it's generally going to be like, you'll be able to run through trees to get away from them. Back when the spawn rate of hidden stashes were on this map were 100%, this was the money-making map for new players. You could just do hidden stashes, get good gear, not have to run into players. Like, there's the hidden stash in here. You know, like, you could come out with just a pistol and a backpack and come out with, like, guns and everything you could possibly fathom, you know? Inside that's got a gold spawn, so you can get, like, rollers or bitcoins and stuff. We've got things to do, so we're not going to be going to all the hidden stashes today, but this used to be a very good... You could probably still do a lot of the hidden stashes, but you won't... Like, say there's... In the past, you'd have, obviously, there's 40, I think, on this map, or 42. You might only get, like, 20 now. So, you know, it's still possible to do the run. It's just nowhere near as profitable. So you want to stay in the tree line, not run along the lake. And this will pretty much bring us up to the actual crash side of the convoy. Remembering our landmarks, so therefore that's our middle of the map right there. We're kind of doing like a backwards C at the moment. And that's our north point. This quest actually unlocks the compass. Alright, so Salewers do spawn actually here. Now you do need to survive this raid, so you have to come here and then survive. See if there's any items here to loot. Player was camping it. That's pretty common. Pretty common. I probably shouldn't have looted. I should have warned. Oh no, that wasn't a player. The goons. We died to the goons. Wow, that's rude, Nikita. Why put the goons so they can be in eye shot of the convoy? Oh, man. Well, we did kill a player at least. And we did mark or place down 2 of our items. So that's a win. But yeah, we just got clapped by the old goons. So spawned in. Went down to the closest bunker. It was very close to where we spawned. And then we tried to... we killed a player down there and... we moved up towards the other side of the map to do the convoy task, but the goons have spawned. Their spawn rate's not very high, it's like 10 or 15%, and they are very, very difficult to kill. Even when you're fully geared, if you expose yourself to them for more than a second or two, you are going to die. So it's one of those things that if you're a newer player and you run past them, you're nearly always just going to die or be frustrated by them. So that's just how Tarkov is. Sometimes you play the RNG game and you lose a lot. So, all right, we're just gonna go shotgun. I want to try and get this task done. So they've got the Iskra, the water. We'll take that one in, and this one. I'll get a splint, and then once again we'll get a helmet and some contacts. And I really hope we can get this one done, because after this one, it opens up a lot of easy tasks, like the dehydration task and stuff, I'm pretty sure. So it's pretty easy XP. And a lot of people struggle with Jaeger tasks, so it's good for me to show you guys how to do those ones, because it's the easiest amount of XP you can get early. So woods, we're going to go the morning shift this time. I'll do a cheeky insurance. Oh, money for the car. And we don't need to take a rig in for this, because we've got a shotgun, so we just got ammo in our pockets. And then we can go from there. So these are slugs, by the way, so we can use them at range. All right, let's go. Yo. I don't know why it does that. Maybe it just turns off when it's just not in use for a period of time. All right, where is our spawn? I think this is the spawn we want. House over here. Am I about to get blown up? Nope, there's a house. Cool. All right, we're right near the spawn we need to go to drop everything off. So, I don't know what's happening, guys. Sometimes the microphone just stops working. I really hope I don't lose audio for any of the actual content. I'm sorry. I think it has something to do with the microphone. Like the microphone shuts itself off after a period of time. Which is weird because it's just like a USB microphone. Alright, so bunk up. We're on the outskirts side of the map. We're just going to hide in this corner and place down our items. So we get the Iskra and water down here, and then that quest is complete. I don't even think we need to survive. I could be wrong, but... Okay, double tapping tab, just so we can drop the next item off. Now, if you have the ZB014 key, you can open that gate to our left right there. And inside there is 60 round mags, quite commonly found, for the 545 60 rounders. So that's needed for quest later on called ice cream cones, but we already found one for our... Gunsmith Part 2 task. So yeah, so that mission is now done. Even if we die now, we have this mission complete. So that's a dub. We can go do the convoy now if we want. So put the cash in there. I can even put that down there now for safety. Double click that. So yeah, inside there is where the items spawn. So I think we'll try and do the task to get the compass. So we're gonna head pretty much straight towards the USEC camp. Man, so our deaths in this series has been kind of upsetting. It's like we died to the Kaban like minions at the Lexos. With a grenade launcher. And now we've died to the goons. Just looting on our way. We're gonna get our stamina up anyway, so might as well loot as we do it. Now that I call it med checkpoint. There's no requirement for us to go there right now, but there's a med. Was it a player? Oh my god, that rock outline! I honestly thought was a player. There's a car there with a med bag in the back, and sometimes you find there's loose meds there as well. It's always got scavs there, and there's always players there. Like, if we went there, I can guarantee you we're going to get third party by a player as we're trying to kill a scav, or there's already a player there to fight, so what we're doing is we're heading up to USEC camp up here. So we can walk up on this rock and have a look over, but because we've got a shotgun, it's not going to be that easy for us to be able to see anyway, so I'd rather just run over there and try and shoot everyone. Up here's the USEC camp. And we're dead. We walked into a bush, and we heard him walking into a bush, and unfortunately that bush kind of made it so we couldn't run. So that's why I kind of just took a knee. But yeah, well, we spawned in at outskirts, we placed down those items, and we died. That's pretty much it on the way to the UC camp. That's Tarkov in a nutshell, but what I always try and do in a raid or as I'm moving along is just make sure I try and get something done. So, you know, the first one when we went to woods, we got the items down, died to the goons. Second one, we go in, we spawn in, we drop off the items. Even if we die, we have progression. And I think it's important to just take your wins as that is a win. Like, you don't have to always survive to have some sort of progression or success. So now we can go into Jaeger. And now I didn't heal because we're going to go on a scav run now, and then we can heal over time using just the healing method over time. So now we're going to go to the hand over a sausage and also go to these places on streets. And this is a dehydration task. So 5,700 XP. And all we have to do is get dehydrated and then for 5 minutes and then survive. So it'll take a little bit of time for all this to heal, less than 30 minutes and that, but we're going to do a scav run. So we can put that fuel inside our hideout. And apparently our nutrition is ready to upgrade as well. So we're going to construct this. Oop. Right, and now we'll go do our scav run. So just move these down here for now. One cheeky factory scav run. All right. Mini MP5 with a sight. Can we get a silhouette? Meds are up. Got a knackle. Already looted. Sawn off shotgun. Just grabbing all the loots. There's a guy shooting a lot. I don't know why I did that. Some comtex for us. Oops. Oh, there's an armor. It's destroyed. Just grabbing everything I can. Some jackets done. Cool. Oh, car. Car. there's a sausage. We can put all these in here, actually. We just found our sausage. Sometimes players camp this corner as well, so just be careful. Alright, so our sausage task is just now going to be go to the 3 places on streets, and we're done with that task. So that's actually huge. So for the items in this, it's going to be a little bit messy. We need this for a task later. The collars are good. Just trying to think, what do we keep? Let's hold on to this for now. I'm probably just going to go sell everything else to the man. Even though it'd be easier and cheaper, or sorry, more money to sell it to individually. I think it's going to do sell all. 119k, not going to complain. But yeah, that sausage and also having the car med kit. All we need is one more car med kit and we can craft ourselves a Salua. So if we can't find one, we've got it from the craft. All right, so that's going to be the end of this episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Yeah, we got a bit done. We hand over that sausage now, and then we can do the dehydration task, the sausage task, and that's 2600 XP. We're about 16k XP away from level 14, so if we were able to survive a woods raid, we'd be a lot closer. But yeah, really good progression today, and hopefully you guys enjoyed something, learned something, and enjoyed it. 2 more episodes of the week, 9 and 10, and a lot of good stuff happening. I'm loving it. I'm actually really enjoying the raid series. I wake up and I'm so excited to actually film it. I'm like, yes, raid. And I was like, oh, now I have to go back to the the grind of the subathon. The subathon has actually been really fun. Daddy Toast has been great. And we're actually getting pretty close to Kappa now. So probably about 3 more days and I'll have Kappa. But the actual thing that's terrifying me now is the hardcore series. The hardcore series has been punishing. So if you are interested in the hardcore series, it's live now on the YouTube, and I stream it every Wednesday on Twitch. So if you want to come over and say hi on the live stream, and also have a chance to win some computers, come over and say hello. But that is it for this episode. Make sure you like and comment for the YouTube algorithm. Share it with your friends if they're new to Tarkov. And lastly, I'll see you next time.